Here we are again. Fredrinn, me, Stuart's Vex. We have a Karina, a Leslie, and a Tig. They have a Diroth jungle, Gord, Franco, Hanabe, and Layla. We've seen Hanabe quite a lot recently. I'm not sure why. She's not particularly meta at the moment, I don't think. But you'll see her a couple of games. I'm playing as a fighter again, and I'm just popping up lane. XP lane, that is. But if you've been paying attention to their team, they've got 2 marksmen. So instead of fighting a fighter, I'm now going to be fighting a marksman, which is okay at this level because I've got the advantage, as you can clearly see. But she's got a range advantage on me, and that's going to become apparent real quick like. Stuart wanted to play Vexana. Stuart plays a fantastic mage. In fairness to him, he's absolutely a master of the mage class. He's extremely, extremely competent with them. So, whoop, nice hook. But I play Franco too, so I will not stand still. So yeah, Stuart basically wanted to try out Vex, and hopefully you'll see what he can do with Vex. Our Tig, Roma, tank, support pops up into lane, and I'm thinking, yeah, let's do something. He gets hooked, unfortunately. Pretty even trade of damage, but at this point, Tig is getting donked. I try and dive in to save Tig, pop my Vengeance, and Layla's just able to donk me as the Vengeance runs out. But here comes Stu to save the day. Nah, he took one look at that and was like, peace out, brah. However, Karina is willing to save the day. Ooh, good hook. Well, not bad. It's only 90 odd seconds in, 100 seconds in, so respawn times are really fast. So I am back. Here I am. I was first blooded. I was the first blood, which is annoying when you sit there in those types of games and you're like, oh, please don't let this be a type of game where I get underfed and absolutely brutalized. Oh, that Franco. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was... I thought Franco flicker hooked, but actually... Uh-oh, you're in trouble, Gord. I thought Franco flicker hooked him under the turret when that happened in-game, in real life. But I see now Tig basically bash them back under the turret, so that was pretty brave of Tig. I should be in lane here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm trying to contribute towards kills, but this isn't really the kill phase of the game. So I'm not sure why I'm here. They picked up a kill against Stuart, annoyingly, but I guess I'm trying to provide support to Karina so she can get buffs and such. Doing damage, but Layla's just going to honk us at this level, and of course she does. But I should be able to put some damage on her. Oh, and they got Turtle as well. Terrible result for us all around. Lost our jungler. I think they may have got a buff I didn't see. And we lost Turtle. I'm back up into lane. Got to be disciplined, yo. Keep your lane clean. That gives your team golden XP. Do it. That was too early for us to be team fighting. And we paid for that. Pretty even otherwise. Kills are about even. Gold's about even. They're about 1,000 gold ahead of us. That's not insurmountable. And knowing that they've got range and a hook, I'm basically staying under tower. I'm having none of that. Stuart rotates up, and I'm like, let's do some damage. But they back off immediately. So, quite smart by them. Karina's in play, but they've seen her, so they're backing off again. So, not really much I can do here. As usual, just communicating with Stuart, saying, Franco's in that bush, or, they're moving down. Communication is key to everything you do in life, so practice it. Whoop! Unlucky Franco. I went straight for Layla and not the tank, but I took the suppress. Good ulti from Stu. Saved me there because Layla was about to dump her damage on me. Ooh, got the hiccups. And we basically retreat. And look how low Layla's health is. We could have done something, maybe. Both of them pretty low health, actually. Our team's getting donked on, which isn't brilliant. Going under the tower here, waiting for the hook. Being a bit There it is. Oh, unlucky for Franco. Very lucky for Stuart there. That hook was on target, man. Yep, it's best to be defensive around Franco. You know, always keep moving. Don't stand still. He will hook you if you stand still. I saw he'd gone into that bush, but I thought he'd rotated down. I was going to check on that. I thought he'd rotated down to take the turtle, which is why I pinged it. I'm not sure what Stuart's pinging. I see Franco was here, so, you know, my confirmation bias was like, I was right, he was here, but he wasn't. Not sure what he was thinking with that hook. Going after Layla or Gord, I didn't know which. Now I kind of lose track of Gord here for some reason. I was considering fighting Layla, and Gord just drops his ulti on me and just blows me up. Completely my fault. I don't know why I wasn't watching Gord. But pretty decent stuff from Stu there. I am 0-2-3, which obviously isn't great, but you know, as long as I contribute to my team's victory, I'm not too fussed. Gold's just even. In fact, we've just gone fractionally ahead in gold. Kills are exactly even, so this game's got all to play for. 2 deaths for me, though. That does not feel good. I arrived just in time to get the XPs. Precious. If you're a side laner, what are you doing? Yeah, Alex, go back. Oh, I saw Karina was getting hunted by... Franco is such a pain. Why am I stood in so much damage? Franco is such a pain. He just forces your team to react. Oh, my goodness. Our team basically scattered and was killed there. Not great. I ended up fighting the tank and the jungler, who's quite tanky, so not great positioning from me. Franco's a pain when you play against him because he's so mobile. He can see a situation and force an encounter like he just did there, basically. He forced us to protect Karina, and in doing so, not that it's Karina's fault, but in doing so, we basically lost pretty much our entire team. So great work from that Franco, completely because he chased our Karina down. Oh, not gonna get me, bud. I play, I gotta follow the rules, cuz. I play a Franco, so I know if you stay still, you're basically dead. You want to do rapid 90-degree changes of direction, because it will make it almost impossible for you to be hit. Bonk! Lane discipline, staying in lane. I was about to go join the team fight mid, but if you're a side laner, it's important that you continue to contribute XP and gold to your team. Do it. Do it now. Now, I was watching Karina and the fight, because you should always pay attention to the minimap, and so I was getting ready to rotate out. I didn't realise how close I was to death there with Franco in the area, but otherwise, pretty good. I saw someone go up top. I thought they were hiding in the bush, but they were actually dead at my feet. There they are, in fact. So, bit of a misplay by me there. And then, obviously, lots of team fight action going on, so I'm just making sure everyone's got away. Fredrinn is a great tanky fighter. If you're like me, I started with support, I think, like something like Estes. Then I learned mages because they're powerful and they've got good damage. Then I learned tanks as a supporting role, roaming. And then, why is she just stood there watching me? Karina, join in. My ulti did no damage because I've got full health. Then I learnt, tanks as a roamer, like an invader. But I've never found an assassin I'm good at, and I struggle to find a fighter I can play. I've experimented with quite a few, like Freya and Get a Catcher and a couple of others, basically. Wow. Considering you were just stood... Oh, I was a second earlier. Considering she was just stood in that bush, she went on to have a pretty decent triple there. A bunch of other fighters, but I've never found one I've enjoyed particularly, and it was quite a pleasant surprise when I played Fredrinn, and I'm like, oh, actually, this is the tanky fighter I've always been looking for. So if you're interested in tanky fighters, this is your guy. I just casually step over everyone's dead body there. Trying to keep the lanes pushed. There wasn't anything else I could do with top. I knew they would be defending that inhibitor. Look at this. I see it coming. I even wiggle as I'm walking away, and then I walk straight back into it. Got straight into the bush so he couldn't hook me. Turn around immediately. He does get me with a suppress here, but look how tanky I am. Happy with that. Popped my vengeance, so he probably took more damage than I did. Get out of that ult. Get out of that ult. My ulti now would do crazy damage, but Diroth forced me off. I wasn't really paying attention and didn't realise that Diroth was dead at this stage. As I ran away, I could have... if knowing that Diroth was dead, the correct play was for me to turn around and drop my ulti, because I would have basically killed everyone else. Great work from Vex. Stuart is such a strong mage. He's got literally thousands, like 1,000 games with mages. Maybe not thousands, but he's got like 1,000 games with mages. He's absolutely fantastic as a mage. Not as a friend! No, he's alright. Cleaning lane. I see one, I see two, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I probably can't take two. Then I've got Leslie here, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I can take two. And we've got jungle presence, maybe? And this is what I mean. Fredrinn makes you feel invincible, but you are definitely not invincible. I'm like, maybe? But the problem here is you'll notice that I'm doing a lot of the initiation. That's because our Tig wasn't really super great with his positioning. I got the knock up on Diroth to ensure the kill for Karina. I overreacted to get out of that ulti. I thought he was turning towards me, so I kept running. But otherwise, pretty decent damage. And I got a decent survive out of that. We picked up 3. We only lost 2. Not... 3-1 or 3-0 would be best, but 3-2's at least in our advantage. We're talking, Stuart and I are basically talking about lanes and how to push them. Leslie sees us coming up here, and I think she thought we were going to do Lord, but Stuart was actually looking for a bush to go back in, and then I said to him, I'll go clean top. Greetings from Los Pecados. Stuart hates the fact he walks around with his hand in his pocket. I'll take that. That's not too terrible. I'm well away from that. Like, his escape potential is just fantastic with that dash. So strong. Really great character. Good gourd ball there. A good gourd stun. Oh, look at that slow. In fairness to our Tig, in the draft, he basically wanted to play something else, but it was banned, I think. So he had to play Tig. It wasn't one of his mains. Yep, good kills from our Karina there. And we've got enough to hit tower. She's gone in a little hard there. Tower's gone. We pick up a kill here. I should ulti, but I was CC'd. This is where you'll notice that I go from using Vengeance to Purify, because I'm thinking, actually, when they CC and drop damage on me and my health's really low, if I can get my ulti off, I'm going to kill them. Like, Fredrinn's a really good counterpunch hero. If you hit him hard, he's also going to hit you hard, and that's extremely kind of compelling for me. I like playing a counter puncher. Stuart doing what I'm calling the damage. He's just staying on mission, keeping our lanes pushed, which is exactly the correct thing he wants to be doing. Big old team fight in what I'm calling the middle, and we're all rotating in to help out. As you can see, here's not Alucard, and everyone's thinking Lord, so we all make our way up there. And sure enough, there's going to be a fight. We're just trying to keep everything pushed. We're not trying to get caught out at Lord. Oh, that ball that would have got me if it hadn't hit Tig. Not sure why I walked into his AoE damage. That's pretty stupid of me. Diroth scoping out Lord, because he's good enough to solo Lord. I think he does, in fact, in this match, solo Lord. But Stuart and I are like, they're probably taking Lord. And we're like, oh, hello there, Diroth. Bonk. Little bit of a knock-up, hit him with the taunt aura so he can't escape. That's a dead. Franco comes in to save it. Gord's doing his damage, but I'm out of there. I'm going to immediately chase to dive. But Layla, must have had sprint and is gone. But Tig offers me this wounded Franco, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. And then I was saying to Stuart, who's like, I've got to retreat. I'm like, I'll take Lord with you. But I don't know if you noticed that. Basically we pushed and hit and killed their base. That's what happens when you leave the marksman unattended. They will basically win you the game. Reasonable performance, considering at one stage I was like 0-3-1 or 0-3-2. I did okay to come back to a 1-4-14, a 6.9. That's a high silver. I'm happy with a high silver, low gold in general. Obviously, everyone wants to get the 10s and 11s and 13s and 14 kind of games, but not every game can be that. And as long as you learn things from it, then no game is truly a waste. From this game, I ended the laning phase and got into the team fight phase when we were only about level 3 or not even 4. I don't think we had ultis. That was too early. Should maintain my lane discipline until at least 4 when we've got ultis. Congratulations to our team. Our Tig looks like he played terribly, but as I say, it wasn't his main. And, he took one for the team and basically played the roamer. So thank you for that, Tig. No hate on you, even though you got kind of donked on. Congratulations to our MVP, though. It's the mage himself, it's Stu, with a great 8-1-14. Absolutely putting the rest of us to shame. He absolutely exploded on them. Commiserations to their team. I think it's unfair that Franco got such a low score. I think he played very well. But as you saw, the momentum of that game just kind of was away from them pretty much after the first after minute 5. I think we started to get dominance. So pretty good. As you can see there, also most of the way through my build I had 4 items, so everything was going crazy. Actually, look at my damage. My gold, it's very low. That's because I didn't stay in lane and I wasn't contributing to that, so my bad. Anyway, that's the life of a fighter in kind of epic tier ranked. Now, just to remind everyone, we are making our way back up to Mythic. We've not played the game for 2 years, so we were all the way down in Grandmaster when we started. We're back up into the Epic tier. We're hopefully... Stuart's coming round this weekend, so hopefully we can get to Legendary this weekend. But yeah, we're pushing our way back up. It's enjoyable. We're not trying to burn out. We're trying to get some enjoyable, fun games. 1-4-14 and a few lessons learned, like staying in my lane for a bit longer. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Fredrinn's a great character. He's not super duper broken. He's not like Kagura when she came out, or Hanzo when he came out, or Fanny for a long time, or the time when Clint was top. A lot of these heroes when they're released are absolutely OP. I don't know if I'd say Fredrinn's OP. I'm not sure if he needs a nerf. I guess I don't know. I'll wait to see what Moonton do with him. I don't know. In the hands of a really skilled player, I imagine he's absolutely brutal. But this was only my 3rd ever game with him, so I'm not a super skilled player with him. So this is what I'm putting out. I've got a couple more vids, show you a bit more what he can do, and just let you decide. Should he get nerfed or not? I don't know now. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.